So here in this video, I'm just going to talk about what the bass guitar is generally all about. So the bass guitar is a low-pitched frequency instrument that is in the family of guitars, right? So for instance, in vocals, we have soprano, we have alto, we have tenor, right? So in these three parts, the alto has the same role it plays with the bass guitar. So if you can actually sing an alto part in music, it's going to help you also to play the bass guitar, because that is the part of the bass guitar, right? That is where the bass guitar falls in. So I'm just trying to just give you a little instance. So now bass guitar differs by brand. It differs by brand and the way they are being built. Now let's say let me use an example with cars. We have Toyota, we have Mercedes Benz, all of them, Ford, right? So all of them are brands, right? And they have the way they are being built. That is how it's applicable to the guitar, the bass guitar. We have different brands of the bass guitar, and their building, the way they're built is different, right? From the part and everything. So yes. So in this section, we're going to talk about the parts of the bass, the parts of the bass guitar. So the bass guitar has parts. So we're going to mention them one after the other. Number one, we have the body. Now this round wood here is called the body of the bass guitar, right? So this long wood here also is called the neck here. So the body, the neck of your bass. So the wood here, this black, if you check, there's a black wood here attached to the neck here, back of the neck here, is called the fretboard. You get it? It's a board attached to the neck here. So it's called a fretboard. You see, it's black. If you check the back of the bass, the wood here is brown, while here inside is kind of dark brown or dark black, right? So it's called the fretboard. Now these rods or the metals here, they are called the frets, frets, right? So they are actually measured, and the idea of every fret is a fret should give you one note. A fret should give you one note. That is the idea of every fret. So it's measured. So if you have a guitar that a fret gives you more than one note, that means the measurement is wrong, right? So that is a fret. These are called the strings. They are called the strings, right? They are called the strings, right? So these here, the metal here, is called the bridge. That is the bridge of the guitar. And also, if you check, in every bridge there is a hole. There are little holes there. So those holes there are where you align your guitar, right? There is an aligning key, small. We have two places to align your guitar. We have the bridge, that is align the action of your guitar, the bridge and the truss rod, right? So here, those holes now, that is where you use the Allen key to adjust the action of your guitar. So it also helps, gives your guitar a good shape and direction, and it helps the intonation of your guitar also. So this is also called the bridge, right? So now this is called the truss rod. There's a rod inside here that helps the guitar to get aligned, not to be far from. So you can actually use it to adjust the action of your guitar if your guitar is too far from the fretboard or is too close, right? So the rod inside is called a truss rod. Now my guitar, like I said, every guitar is built differently. So this guitar has the hole here. There are some guitars that have theirs on top here. So it differs from the brand of the guitar. So that rod inside is called the truss rod. So the key here you use to align the action of your guitar is called the Allen keys, right? So now this is called the pickups. They are called pickups. So these pickups, they are magnetic coils that works after the vibration of the strings. So if your strings doesn't vibrate, it's not going to produce sound. Your strings have to make sound, have to vibrate for it to produce sound, right? So they are called pickups. So they are magnetic coils, right, inside. So these are called your equalizers or knobs, right? So these equalizers, there are some guitars that have only two knobs, right? It depends on the brand also. So for this guitar, we have the volume, we have the low. That low represent the boost, the bass. We have the mid. That mid has this nasal sound it gives, and we have the high frequency, which is the treble. we call it treble. So every guitar have the way it's been built. I said that earlier. So yes, these are called the knobs. So here there is a hole here where you put your guitar cord, right? Where you amplify your guitar cord. So it's called an input. That hole is called an input where you plug in your cord. So here, these are called tuning pegs. They're called tuning pegs or tuning machine. Why they are called machine is because when you rotate them either clockwise or anti-clockwise, it turns. Right, so that's why they are called machines. Now this is a fret wrap. You can actually use the fret wrap here on the neck, here on the neck, or you can just bring it down. So it helps give your guitar this round model sound. And if your guitar buzzles when you play, it helps make your guitar to control that buzzleness of the sound, right? So this black thing here, some guitars have it white, right? You see it. It's called the nut, NUT. It's called the nut of the bass, right? So that is how it is. And we have the belt, which is called its strap. It's called strap musically. So basically, this is or these are the parts of the bass guitar.